A double murder and a suicide with domestic violence at the center. Marie Varsos and her mother were shot by Marie's estranged husband before he shot himself. Marie's brother believes there are measures that could have saved his sister and mom. News 2's Brooke Reese begins our special reports domestic violence escaping the danger. She spoke with the brother about what he wishes he would have done differently to protect that family.
This was always the worst case scenario, unfortunately.
As tragedy unfolded on April 12th, Alex Yon says he was not entirely surprised.
It's something that you never think about.
Weeks prior, Yon's sister Marie had served her husband Sean with divorce papers.
Sean was not in the mental state that he should have been and was clearly deranged and had it in his mind that he was serving his own justice.
Sean would go to his mother-in-law's home in Lebanon with a gun. And although Marie had returned fire to him while running through the neighborhood to get away, she and her mother Deborah were killed. Sean later taking his own life.
My sister had done everything within her power and within her ability, even owning a gun, to fire back.
Yon knew his sister was fearful that her husband would become violent towards her after she had taken an order of protection out against him for strangling her to the point that she passed out.
My sister wasn't notified that Sean had been arrested with the assault charge.
But as soon as the alleged assault happened, Yon said Marie began setting up security cameras and securing her gun to make sure she protected herself. Although he still thinks there is more that others could have done to keep her safe.
I get text notifications for banking codes and other stuff. Could there have been a text notification to let domestic violence victims know that their accusers have been arrested?
Yon says there is a lot more pressure for victims in these circumstances.
I think that we now need to start thinking about those individuals who are accusing that domestic violence of what steps can we take now to make sure that they don't have access to the victims, and a protective order isn't going to stop them. It's a sheet of paper.
So he's trying to work with lawmakers to get ankle monitors put on those accused.
We have technology now that can allow that, to track individuals, to send notifications to people. And my sister had just had 30 seconds more of a notice that he was in the area, again on a felony charge. That is something that could have been addressed.
Yon says he's hopeful that legislators can bring up bills within the next session to address these ideas, so that what happened to his mother and sister never affects another family. Brooke Reese, News 2.
So Yon is also working with the Family Safety Center in Nashville to flesh out more ideas on this. Our domestic violence escaping the danger special reports continue next hour, 5 a.m. We spoke with a lawyer about creating the escape plan.